Hey, it's Mr. Chirk. Today I thought I would walk you through making a PowerPoint and recording it as a video. So this is just how to use the bare minimum of PowerPoint and how to record it as a video. If you want to see some more advanced stuff or you have questions about more advanced stuff, just ask me questions later on. So when you want to make a PowerPoint, you can just open the software. So click on the Start menu, and you should have PowerPoint installed. I'm going to be using PowerPoint 365, which means it says Microsoft 365 underneath that little Start menu. It's basically the same as 2016, but there's going to be, a few differences here and there. So I'm going to make a blank presentation. I don't want to use a theme. So I'm going to click on blank. And to add text to a slide, this is a title slide, so we're just going to call this photo presentation. I'm going to put my name below there, right? So really easy to add text. I'm going to add a new slide here, so I'm going to click on the little new slide drop down in the home ribbon, and we're just going to add a blank template here because I want to put a picture on this slide without text. So I clicked on blank. The easiest way to put pictures in PowerPoint is not to click on this insert ribbon, then pictures. That uses a lot of menus. I like to drag and drop my files into PowerPoint. So I'm going to open up File Explorer, and I am going to just open a random photograph and drag it in here. It doesn't matter which one. Here we go. Here's a photograph. Click and drag. Boom. Done. So when you put photographs in PowerPoint, you can resize them. You can click and drag on them to move them around. You can also crop them. So right click, crop, or you'll see the crop in the upper right hand corner here. Cropping just means you don't have to show all of the photo. You can kind of choose what part of the photo you want to show. So that's basically using a blank template and putting a photo on a blank template. To put text on a blank template, you're going to go to the home ribbon, you're going to go to the drawing category, and you're going to click on the text box. And then click and drag to make a text box. Here's a photo. I'm just typing. Again, text boxes, really easy to add. If I change my mind and I actually want this to have a layout, because the layout is blank, it's not going to recognize and reformat anything for me. You can always change the layout of a slide by clicking on the layout, clicking on a different layout. None of these are in the containers here, so we're going to hit Control Z on that. Basically, anytime you make a slide with a layout, so let's make a new slide here with content and caption layouts. I'm going to type my photo, and then I'm actually going to, instead of dragging and dropping a photo, I'm going to click on the little insert photo icon here in the middle of my content placeholder. And basically PowerPoint is full of, default images. So if you ever need like a quick image, here, let's just click on this one to put in your PowerPoint. It's really easy to find stock photographs. And again, this is one layout. If I go back to the home ribbon, click on layout, I can switch my layout. So if I want it to be the to content layout, notice my photo is now the title instead of the top of that caption, and I have room over here for bullet points. So let's say I'm done editing and moving around the content in my PowerPoint. That's kind of the basics of making custom slides, using templates, all that stuff. Let's say I want to record this PowerPoint and turn it into a video, and I don't want anything else to happen. Animations, I don't want fancy transitions. I just want to talk over my slides and turn that into a video. To do that, you just go to the slideshow ribbon. And in the slideshow ribbon, there is a button that is called Record Slideshow. If you just click on the icon, you're going to start recording from your current slide, and our current slide is our last slide, so we don't want to do that. We're going to click on this drop down here, and you have two options. You can record from the current or record from the beginning, and we want to record from the beginning of our slideshow. And this is going to record everything: animations, timing, everything we say. So I'm going to click on this, and keep in mind I'm using Microsoft 365 PowerPoint. I'm not using Office 2016. When you're using 2016, you're basically going to start recording as soon as you click this after a couple of dialog boxes pop up. For me, it's going to look different. So let's click record from beginning. And this is the record kind of workspace for Microsoft 365. I have a record button in the upper left-hand corner. Normally, 2016, you don't have this special workspace. It just starts recording. So I'm going to hit record in the upper left-hand corner. It's going to count down. 3, 2, 1. Hey, here I am recording my presentation here. I'm going to go on to the next slide. So I'm going to click on this little arrow. Here's a photo. I'm just talking, blah, blah, blah. Next slide. And here's my last photo. Okay, so I'm done talking. I'm going to hit stop or escape on my keyboard. So if I hit escape, I stop recording. And that's what you should do if you're using PowerPoint 2016. Hit escape. That's a quick way to stop recording. And then I'm going to hit escape one more time to exit that recording window. So now that I've recorded some dialogue over my slides, you're going to see a brand new icon on each slide. It's a little sound icon. If you click on that icon and click play, you can hear me talking. This is a great way to kind of review what you said and see if it's what you want to say. If, let's say, you listen to what you said on a slide, or the timing was off, or whatever, you can use that feature to record from the current slide. So let's say I want to re-record this. I don't have to do anything. I just am going to go to slideshow. I'm going to click on the drop-down menu, and I'm going to record from current slide. So I'm back here. If I was using 2016, I would just start recording, and then I'm going to hit record. All right, so here's my new recording. I'm going to make it a lot shorter. So I'm going to hit escape right now to stop. Okay, so I hit escape to stop, and I'm going to hit escape one more time. So I have re-recorded that slide. So it's much shorter. You get the idea. Anytime you want to re-record, just go to that slide, hit re-record, then hit escape when you're done. If you have animations, make sure you trigger those animations, then hit escape. Basically, that's all you need to know about recording and re-recording your PowerPoint. I do recommend you go back and listen to each slide. I also recommend you click from beginning and just watch the entire presentation, listen to the entire presentation, make sure it's exactly what you want before you make it into a video. And again, once you make it into a video, it's basically done. It's hard edited into the video. You don't want to have to learn video editing software. It's way too much work. It's better to just get it right the first time in PowerPoint, hit record, and then output that as a video. When you're ready to export it, go to the File menu and go to Export, and then click Create a Video. You want to make sure you keep it at full HD 1080p. If you have nothing recorded for a slide, it's automatically going to spend 5 seconds on each slide, and you can change that value if you want. Click Create Video, choose a save location for your video, and click Save. I'm going to save it to my documents here, and at the bottom of my screen you can see that it's loading the video. It's rendering the video here. It's a good idea not to close PowerPoint while this is running, and it's also a good idea not to have other pieces of software running if you have, kind of a not so great laptop to render your video on. When you're done, watch the video one more time just to make sure everything rendered correctly and did exactly what you wanted, and then repeat that process if you made a mistake. So that's basically how you make a PowerPoint and how you make a video. If you want to learn some more fancy animations type stuff, ask for help. If you want help with just basic design, I can also do that and help you out with that. But yeah, that's how you make a PowerPoint video.